Hello everybody, it's Jabari here. First off, I'd like to give a big shout out to Suede Component for supporting my channel by becoming my very first patron, and this is a video request submitted by him. As a tier 2 patron, you have the ability to submit video requests which will be placed in the queue for what I upload next. The link to my Patreon page can be found below in the description, in addition to my social media links, which I highly recommend following in order to keep track of my live stream schedule and other updates in regards to my channel and my videos. So without further ado, let's begin. The Kanem-Bornu Empires existed in an area around present-day Lake Chad and are among the oldest kingdoms of sub-Saharan Africa. Even during the pre-Islamic era, evidence of large-scale human settlements, walled cities, and centralized states existed in this area. Archaeological evidence suggests that the founders of these states, known as the Sao, had inhabited the area between Lake Chad and the Chari River since as early as the 6th century BC. Little is known about the Sao, due to the fact that, like most of sub-Saharan Africa, they lacked a written record. Some archaeologists believe that they descended from the Hyksos, who were known to have migrated from Western Asia and to have invaded Egypt. This is highly unlikely though, due to the fact that the Sao people were an illiterate society, and several local black African groups claim direct descent from them through oral history. Their art and sculpture also features traits that are very characteristic of art from other neighboring sub-Saharan techniques. These theories of a non-African origin likely have their roots in the tribal and backwards views of Africans that were popularized in the 19th and 20th centuries. Most of what is known about the Sao people comes from the writings of their conquerors who formed the Empire of Kanem, as well as Arabic writers who had visited the empire. Ahmad ibn Furtu is credited with providing most of what is known about the Sao people in the books that he wrote in the 16th century. However, these descriptions focused mostly on the military expeditions of King Seth and his conquest of the Sao people, and didn't include much information about the origins of the Sao or their ethnicity. The Zaghawa people are the ones credited with conquering the Sao and establishing the Kanem Empire in the year 700 AD. One particularly peculiar aspect about the formation of the Kanem Empire is that after the Zaghawa invaded the Sao states, they abandoned their nomadic way of life and adopted many of the local customs of the Sao people, retaining all of their cities and infrastructure. So basically, they were like a stray cat adopting a human family. In an 872 AD writing, Arabic geographer al-Yaqabi referred to the empire as Kanem and listed several kingdoms that fell within its realms. He also described the Kanem Empire as one of the 3 great empires, with the other 2 being Ghana and Gao. Despite this, tensions between the Sao and Zaghawa lasted all the way up through the 15th century due to the forced Islamization and harsh tribute that the Kanem Empire demanded from the kingdoms that fell within their realm. By 1352, the Sao had successfully defeated 4 Zaghawa kings in battle, which led to the eventual collapse of the empire. In 1388, the Bilala people capitalized on Kanem's weakened state and completely took control of the capital city and even the surrounding kingdoms, establishing the Sultanate of Yao. The ruling Zaghawa were forced to abandon the area and revert back to the nomadic lifestyle they lived prior to conquering the Sao. Eventually, these exiled people would end up settling in an area south of Lake Chad and establish the Empire of Bornu. Meanwhile, back up north under Bilala rule, the Yao Sultanate flourished more than the Kanem Empire had ever done in the preceding centuries. In fact, famous Berber traveler Leo Africanus described the empire as being much richer and prosperous under Yao rule, and attributed this success with the fact that the Yao conducted trade with Egypt. The success, however, was short-lived. Roughly 1 century after their exile, a Kanem-Bornu force led by Ali Gaji reconquered the area in the Battle of Garni Kayala, forcing the Bilala back out of their country. Already in a weakened state, the empire also suffered political disorganization, civil wars, and attacks from other neighboring kingdoms such as the Wadai and the Sokoto. The French were the ones to finally put a nail in the coffin during a 1900 invasion, annexing them into the colony of French West Africa. In doing this, these French invaders effectively terminated a 1200-year-old kingdom. So guys, as usual, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're not already, go ahead and click that subscribe button if you want more videos like this one. Also, please do me a favor and click that like button, share, and all that good stuff. Stay tuned because there's more to come, but always remember, we don't come from nothing.